Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Looking to throw, it's Moncrief. Get it out on the screen. Nice move there. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Number 19.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and not his best work. So Wake Forest offense has the ball for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
They go to the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Knocked off his feet. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Dropping back, it's Moncrief. Working that left side now. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers, and Tim Brown who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? Here's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Off play action. Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They go to the draw. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run or nothing?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun. Give on the inside. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's...
Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Anderson with the carry. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. And see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. At the 45 on its way. Afterburner's coming. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Irish.
That touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. The quick out.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback's just going to get it done. Keep this drive alive.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
A designed run for the quarterback. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Back to throw, it's Moncrief. Going deep. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. He'll throw on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to run for it. Got room at the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Moncrief. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll fire. He'll throw it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Gets it out quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Moncrief. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, wants to throw it. Got the quick pass. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Anderson with the carry. Nice move to keep moving.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On the option. Now the pitch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Now on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the entire playbook is wide open on second and short like this. Looking to throw, it's Moncrief. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
From the gun, the ground game. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wide out in motion. He wants to throw. Looking left. Holds it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's looking to throw it. It's complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Moncrief. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They will score! Touchdown, Irish! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. Anderson with the carry. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Now they'll run the draw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Anderson with the carry. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Rasmussen. Flips it out to the back. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. It's a draw. Breaks the tackle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Now adjusting. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tight end finds a soft spot. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The back goes in motion. The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Anderson with the carry. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Rasmussen. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They want to run this quarterback. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The give to the lone running back. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have...
Is good.
Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Takes a snap, wants to throw. They're working that left side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, if you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
The aerial assault continues. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this DB.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down.
Double right, 42 spider, 4-2 spider.
They'll go to the ground. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. They'll give it to the back. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting him on the ground. Now forcing the 4th down, decision time.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2.
Here we go.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, and they convert. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll do it himself. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Now on the move. Jumped on top of the pile. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready?
3rd and goal coming up here.
Check, check. Cricket.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. A 1st down for the offense. He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete. All wideouts, no backs. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight.
And it's blocked. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
When you know you have a team out